Did Bob Arum just expose Teofimo Lopez? Well, we're going to talk about it. Before we get into this next video, make sure that you smash on my like button and sub to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel. So did Teofimo Lopez just come with the BS and play everybody once again, acting like he really wants to smoke with Devin Haney? Now, let me explain what I'm talking about. And before we get y'all crying on here talking about, oh, you hate no Teofimo Lopez. That ain't what it is. Because I'm going to let it be known right off the rip is that I do think right now Teofimo Lopez is the best lightweight in the world. Until somebody comes and beat him and prove different, I think that he is the favorite to beat anybody at lightweight right now. He is my favorite, right? But with that being said, that don't mean that he moving like that all of the time. And especially when it comes to Devin Haney. Now, what makes me say, you know what I'm saying? That what makes me really get to thinking how all of a sudden Teofimo Lopez gets to calling out Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez's dad get to calling out Devin Haney all out of the blue, out of nowhere. Because as I can remember before, after Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko, and months after that, Teofimo Lopez and his father was doing interviews. And every time they was asked about Devin Haney in a Devin Haney fight, he was saying things like he was the real undisputed champion. He didn't need to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't deserve to be in a fight with him. Devin Haney hasn't done nothing in his career. Devin Haney doesn't deserve this and that. And he was saying that he wasn't going to fight Devin Haney until Devin Haney get on his level, right? So now, all of a sudden, and this is before Devin Haney ever went and fought Jorge Linares. All of a sudden, Teofimo father and Teofimo start coming out, and they started calling out Devin Haney out of the blue recently. Saying that they want Devin Haney next, and they gonna shut Devin Haney and his dad up. They want to knock Devin Haney out, telling Devin Haney he better not duck them, telling Devin Haney he better not price himself out. Hey, my son is going to beat the shit out of Devin Haney, Poppy. Hey, just tell your son, don't price yourself out, Poppy. You know what I'm saying? My son is coming, Poppy. My son is coming, Poppy. Don't price yourself out, Poppy. All of that, acting like that they running down on Devin Haney all of a sudden. And a lot of the fan base, they seem to forget things real quick that it was Devin Haney that was calling out Teofimo Lopez for the longest time, running up on Teofimo Lopez at live events. And Teofimo Lopez, his energy wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want that smoke. For whatever reason it was, he didn't want to smoke. He said he didn't want to smoke. Now, all of a sudden, you got Teofimo Lopez and his daddy, they done flipped the whole script. They got all their fan base thinking that Devin Haney is trying to duck him, and Devin Haney better not overprice himself, and we coming straight after Devin Haney after this Kambosos fight. All of that, right? So I'm like, damn, Teofimo, I don't know what made him change his mind or where the change of heart came from, but I said, I'm liking this Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? He calling Devin Haney out, and he want all the smoke. And I even did on my show, I said, Teofimo and his pops, for some reason, they want to fight now. And I believe that they want to fight now. I was still wondering what made them have the change of heart, but that didn't really matter. What really mattered to me is that Teofimo was holding his nuts, and he was telling everybody that he was going straight after Devin Haney. And that's a fight that I want to see. Let's, stop going back and forth, and let's see who is the real undisputed once and for all. You know what I'm saying? Because the winner between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez will be undisputed at 135. So let's make it happen. That was the only thing I wanted to see, is the fight happen. So anyway, so now, Bob Arum, the Bob father, he comes out and he's doing an interview and he's talking about a lot of things. The question comes up, what about Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, right? Because Bob had talked about a lot of opponents for Devin Haney. For Teofimo Lopez, right? He talked about Teofimo Lopez fighting Julian Rodriguez next. He's basically unknown. Julian Rodriguez is about to fight Jose Pedraza tomorrow night, right, on the Shakur Stevenson undercard. Julian Rodriguez, I really checked him out. You know, he's all right, but he's never fought anybody. He's going in there against Jose Pedraza, and I think Jose Pedraza is going to beat Julian Rodriguez. So Bob Arum goes on to say, well, you know, I mean, we got Julian Rodriguez for Teofimo Lopez. We also got Jose Pedraza. So the winner between Jose Pedraza and Julian Rodriguez could face Teofimo Lopez if he gets past George Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? So he talking about Jose Pedraza or Julian Rodriguez could be Teofimo Lopez's next fight. Or he's talking about a rematch with Lomachenko if Lomachenko can get past Nakatani on the 26th of June, right? He's saying, you know, that would be a great fight. He would love to make the rematch between Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez because he says that they can put that fight on pay-per-view. Now, as you can see, all the opponents that he named were in-house fights. He didn't name anybody that wasn't on the top-ranked roster for, you know, an up-and-coming fight for Teofimo Lopez, right? So anyway, and then he also named, you know, Josh Taylor, but that's off the table right now because Josh Taylor has prior plans that he has to take care of. Josh Taylor has a mandatory that he has to take care of. So Teofimo wouldn't be able to move up and fight Josh Taylor. So, you know, he X'd that off. So anyway, the question was asked about Devin Haney. And he seemed to get very aggravated when he was asked about Devin Haney. And this is what Bob Arum goes on to say. He says, the Devin Haney fight is not possible next. That is not an option. He says Devin Haney, right, has 30 days to go and meet with Eddie Hearn to try to, you know, come up with a deal to sign a new contract with Eddie Hearn, right? If they can't come to an agreement and Devin Haney, right, has an offer from somebody else that he's going to take, well, he says that Eddie Hearn has 30 days to match that offer. So he says, with all of that being said, the time frame doesn't match up with a Teofimo Lopez fight because he said Teofimo Lopez is having a baby and he has to get Teofimo Lopez fight by October. By sometime in October, he has to have Teofimo Lopez back in the ring because Teofimo Lopez is about to have a baby. Now, I went and did the, you know, math on the time. You know, Devin Haney would be free by August. So to me, that's still enough time to make a fight between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. But anyway, if they don't think it's enough time, it is what it is. Now, my whole point with this is all of a sudden, you know, Teofimo Lopez and his dad, they've been real active in calling out Devin Haney. Now, my thing is like, did Teofimo Lopez already had talked to Bob Arum, and Bob Arum already had let Teofimo Lopez know, okay, if you get past George Kambosos, these are the fights that I got lined up for you, right? You either could face the winner in the Pedraza fight, or you can have a rematch with Lomachenko if he wins his next fight. Did Teofimo Lopez already know this shit? And he already knew that Bob had said no to a Devin Haney fight. So once he found that out, he came out and he started acting like a big bad wolf. You know what I'm saying? He started woofing at the mouth, knowing that Bob already had told him it wasn't a possibility for him to fight Devin Haney anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I said all of a sudden they had a change of heart and got real bold in the media. So this shit really make me think, was Teofimo Lopez bluffing the whole time, knowing that it wasn't possible for him to face Devin Haney next anyway? You know, this shit is crazy, right? I don't know if he was or not, but at the end of the day, it sounds very suspicious to me. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't hitting right. Something ain't hitting right about this whole situation. But anyways, let me know what you think. Drop a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to sub to the channel and smash on my like button if you already ain't smashed on the like button. You feel me? And sub to the channel if you haven't already subbed to the channel. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
Not to mention I'm crack and so much of a rap god. You niggas is whack, I should mumble my last bar.